All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. 24. Line up, go.
Now movement already. So a flag down here on our very first play. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All day, defense, all day. Line up, go.
Watson, off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On 1st down, Jefferson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, he sets to fire deep. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. His first NFL reception goes for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Target. Greystone, travel. He's coming, double up. Big air. Five.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
A give to Michelle running right. Room here to run. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Let's go.
A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
You ready? 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Man, I got you.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Tight is right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
On first down, McFarland. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Check. How about 61. Matchbox lights. Coming up to you.
Second down, Stidham to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. 91 is the mark. Let's go, defense. Go. It's our time. Check 91. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 3rd down, Jefferson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Wow. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So trouble. That has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards on the ground.
At the 10-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's go. 30 base.
Patriots 7.
X3. 218.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
General West. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got? Check 52.
Michelle going to try again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Watson on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Johnson running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Single, slot. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. I I got number 23. I got you, 23. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that back.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. First half. And the Texans push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Back, back, back. Who's off horses? Mike 91. Come on. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. And when it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Stidham. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On first down, McFarland. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Recon, 132 final.
It's a gain of 9.
Check 50.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is caught. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Under 10, 10. Hey, check 2.
And they will run it with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Go. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. Over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch the twist.
From the gun, it's Stidham. And this is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Stidham. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First down, New England.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Protein spill.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's checking crowd. Hey, high 7.
Now it's Stidham. And his throw here is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Go. Shoot.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
Backer on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Watch the eye. Chopper. Hey, box truck. Ready?
Stidham sets to throw on first. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Set. 19. 51 to Mike. Let's go. Dynamo. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Jet bomber. Check 13. Go.
They snap it at 1. Now Stidham. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On third down, McFarland. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Come on, set. 10 logo. 55. Touchdown, defense. Check. Tyler, 64, weak. Go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
91 is the mark. Hey, wahoo!
Here's Stidham to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready? X3, 218, chop. Undercut. 49, check 49, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Patriots have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Stidham. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Blue Dan.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We are through. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Head up, 30 base. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Check. Any weapon. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Smith. Ready.
To throw is Stidham. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you're talking about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
SOS. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Big Ed.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 1-yard line.
From the end zone, Watson looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson taking a deep shot here. He's got a man. Complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6. At the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. Check. Hot route. Hot. Do. Hey, echo. Yes. Watching you five. Yo. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm coming. Hey, seam 6. Topper. E. I'm coming for you. You mine. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
60 yards. Hey, orbit. Hey. Check 91. Pilot, 64. Weak. All day, dog. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the go.
On first down, McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it second and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Go! 18 Gator. X3. 218. Chop. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Play action. It's Stidham. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. On the ground, this is Michel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on fourth and very short. They're running it. It's Michel. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Ready. 15, Ronnie. 51. Switch. Snap.
On the ground, Michel. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. 70 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson now. Going to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
65. Kill. Check your team spill.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready up. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. And let's pin the meter. Christian travel. Ready.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.